hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and we are tier ranking all of the books that I have read so far this year. I can't tell you how many because I'm not including nonfiction, so only the fiction books, but it's at least 50, at least 50, maybe 55. But we have 28 minutes and 27 seconds and counting because that is when my timer goes off for my Red Bull to come out of the freezer. So I am not trying to hold you here all day, but I did do the mid-year tag. I didn't feel like I got to talk enough about all of the books that I've read this year, even though I've had a really meh reading year. And so I won't be spending a lot of time on all of these because some of them were really forgettable. But there are some that I just want to talk more about that maybe I didn't get to mention in my tag. So now we're down to 28 minutes and 2 seconds. Oh my God, we're up to 27 minutes. So let's get into it. Obviously you're seeing my screen. So I have, and that's on all of Mary's Little Lambs. That means top tier, 5 stars, 1,000,000 stars, can't compete, unmatched. Then we have We Love to See It, 4 stars. Basically I have 5 here, so 4 stars. Amazing, not my favorite, still amazing, high quality. I still remember it. In the middle, we have We Were Rooting for You. And this is almost worse than the 2 or the 1 because it was so in the middle that I probably don't remember much, if I remember anything at all. 2 is, it's not looking good, bruv. Like, maybe it started out good and then it went, meow. And I finished a book last night and I forgot to put it on here. Damn. Damn. Just pretend you see this. Do I add it? No, we don't have time, my Red Bull. Okay, I'm gonna add it in here, but it's not looking good, bruv. Maybe it started off good and then went downhill. And then tomato, 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 boo. I'm throwing tomatoes, tomato, tomato. That should be self-explanatory. So now we're down to 26 minutes. Ah! All right. So first up here, we have A Deadly Inside Scoop. Literally, honestly, I think I gave it 2 stars, but now I'm trying to think back to it. What? Boo. Like, no. Sugar, butter, flour. We Were Rooting for You. Like, now these ratings don't necessarily meet or line up to my ratings on Goodreads because some of them I rounded up, but like this was good, but I wanted more, you know? I was rooting for it till the end. I just needed it to go a step up to be We Love to See It. You know what I'm saying? How We Fall Apart. Actually, this book is undervalued. I was gonna say underhyped. Also underhyped because I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it after it came out, and then it has a relatively low rating on Goodreads. It's like a 3 point something, and it's rude. Honestly, it's rude how this book is treated because for what it is, a young adult mystery, a dark academia subgenre flavor aesthetic, if you will, this was good. This was tackling, challenging the problems within academia from the standpoint of a daughter of an immigrant. I don't know, y'all slept on this one. It's disrespectful, but this was great. Then we have, now see, I'm gonna get confused because what's the first one with Denver? Because that's the best one. I think it's maybe Next Time. Is this the first one? Because We Love to See It. I can't tell if this is the first one. If this is the first one with Denver, We Love to See It. This was my favorite out of this novella trilogy. Denver. Actually, yes, this one. Now the other 2, I'm gonna put in We Were Rooting for You because they were really enjoyable when I read them. I don't remember as much about them and I don't remember the names as much as I remember Denver, and I don't remember the lady's name because I'm sorry, I was thirsting over Denver. So I have to put We Were Rooting for You, but it was Christina C. Jones, so they were still really enjoyable when I was reading them, but I just do not remember as much about those 2 now that it's been a while. A Low Country Bride. Now, ooh, this hurts. It hurts to put another Black woman in this category, but this was not good. It was not good. Oh. How are you gonna take a story set in Charleston and make it like this? Like, I was just upset. It's just so bland. I felt no chemistry. It was just tomatoes. I'm throwing tomatoes. Now, Empire of Silence. Okay. I think I gave this 2.5 stars. I put We Were Rooting for You because this had a really strong beginning and a really strong ending, but the middle part, and I probably would have given it a 3.5 if the middle part hadn't been like 550 pages. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the length of that slog that drags it down for me. But I do have the next book in the series, so I am going to read it. and hope that the next one can be in the we love to see it category. But yeah, this one promising at the beginning, promising at the end. That middle, we needed to tighten it up, Christopher. So let's hope he did that in the second one. Now y'all should know it happened one summer, and that's all of Mary's little lamb. I ate that shit up, okay? Whew, Brendan. I have a video where I did fan casting for romances that I would love to see adapted. Now this one is being adapted, and I know it's not gonna be me in there, it's gonna be white people. And the man probably ain't gonna be as fine as my idea, but I fan casted myself as Piper because even though Piper's a white girl, I could be Piper. I'm not saying put me in a white face or nothing like that. I'm saying I could be Piper and be black. Duh. And then Brendan should be played by, okay, I said Chatham, but then I feel like I heard him say Chatham. Whatever, his fine ass should be Brendan. I should be Piper, but you know, I have no control over that. Anyway, I ate this up. I love this romance. It was giving. It was hot. I loved it, so no complaints. I'm gonna skip the line and go to the follow-up, and that's Hook, Line, and Sinker. And I will say we love to see it because I did not love this one as much, but I did love, there was more like focus, I guess on relationship development and stuff. I just didn't feel like as the burning passion I did, and it happened one summer, but I still really loved that one. And loved seeing, of course, Piper for the small amount that we get to see her. And I just love the setting of these two, so cute. The Darkness Outside Us, I also would say we'd love to see it. This was a really good sci-fi. Okay, now I'm lying because I was like, everything has been trash. It hasn't been trash, but I read so many of these. It feels like so long ago. So maybe it's been the last couple of months have been dragging me down. But anyway, The Darkness Outside is like a young adult sci-fi thriller, and it was really good. It kept me engaged. I like what was happening, or like the kind of twist I didn't really see coming. There was like a hint of romance. I think if that was more explored, there was more time with that, that could have been on a, you know, like on favorites, but it was still really good. And there were a lot of people who told me to read it because I meant to read it last year, and I'm glad I did. Caliban's War is We Were Rooting for You. This is the third in the Expanse series. This started out really great, and then there were, I forgot when I was talking about my wrap up what exactly I said, but I know there were elements of like, it started becoming really strong like religious elements in there because there's like a priest or a pastor character, and I was like, I don't care, I don't want this, I don't want this. I'm in sci-fi, I'm in space, I do not want your Christianity religion mess in my book. And the way something happened with the character and the crew of the Rossi towards the end, I was not happy. And so I have not gone on to the fourth one yet because I'm still mad. So I do plan to keep going. I do enjoy the series, but that one has been my least favorite thus far. Ugh. Oh, you know, tomatoes. Grady Hendrix, I'm buying a basket. A bushel? Is it a bushel of tomato? Was that a bushel of apple? A bushel of biscuit? What is it a bushel of? Y'all know, but anyway, basket of tomatoes. I'm throwing at Grady Hendrix for this mess. One of the most unpleasant POVs I've ever had to be in. This whole story was a disaster. I'm not even gonna stay there. Karen Slaughter, we love to see it. I mean, it's rare that she's not gonna be there. There are a few of hers that have been like all-time favorites, but I just love her writing. I love her stories. This is in one of her like long-running series. This is Will Trent. I love Will Trent as a character, and this was just more development and adding on to the pile of why I love him and this series. And right next to Grady Hendrix, another white man, Andy Weir. Boo. That's it. Boo. Ugh. Now, okay. I just can't in good conscience put K. Jemisin in Tomato. I just did not enjoy this book. This book was not written for me, and I only was reading it so I could be on a podcast with my friends. If I wasn't, I would have DNF'd it on page 1 because I knew it wasn't for me. So that's why I'm gonna put, it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. So if you loved the Broken Earth trilogy, be cautious because this is not the same. It's not the same. The Love Con, we love to see it. I really enjoyed this one. This is like one of the first books I read this year, and from the recommendation of Mara, and it was lovely. So I tried to read the whatever it was that was really popular like last year, the year before. I can't remember. It was like with she was a plus size heroine, but it's a white author. I cannot remember what it's called. I feel like y'all know what it is, or I can pop the image up here if I can remember what it is. And that one was like a Game of Thrones dude, and she was like a cosplayer. I can see it, but I do not know the name of the book. This had to do with cosplay, so I was a little nervous, but she and the dude are like best friends, have been best friends for a lifetime, and she's like on a cosplay show, like making the costumes and everything. And then she comes home from the show because like the final part of it that she's made it to, they have to build or make costumes for two people, and so then they fake date. But I don't know, I really love the relationship. They were funny. I loved the cosplaying part of it. That was really enjoyable, so we love to see it. Abaddon's Gate. Okay, wait, which one was the third one, y'all? Wait, I don't know which one is the third. Okay, hold on, I gotta go to Goodreads because I might have put the wrong one in the wrong category. I feel like Caliban's War was the third one, but that might be the second one. Ooh, y'all, Caliban's War. Okay, actually, we love to see it. Caliban's War was way better than Abaddon's Gate. Okay, now I don't remember though what happened at Caliban's War. Okay, actually, we were. I don't know. Does this happen to anyone else? I know that I enjoyed Caliban's War. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads versus I gave 3 stars to Abaddon's Gate, but I also don't remember clearly what happened in Caliban's War. I want to put it in We Love to See It, but I don't remember what happened in that book. So that's hard. Whoopsies. Okay, moving on. We have limited time here. We're down to 16 minutes. Okay, we have so many books to go. Y'all should know already. I did talk about this in my mid-year tag that Middle Game has been one of my favorite books this year. It was written for me, for people like me. Roger and Dodger, always here in my heart. And that's on Mary and all her little lambs. The Fastest Way to Fall, Blue. If you have not heard me talk about this, you must be new here. One of my favorite romances, Wes and Britta. Team Wes and Britta forever. Loved it so much. Loved it so much. And someone so kindly bought me a copy. And I'm so excited because part of their relationship is like through messages and like email. And I just want to read it and just be like, in my feelings. The Bride Test, we love to see it. I feel like I've had a lot of hits in romance, but not other places. This follows up The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang, and Helen Huang. She just writes really great characters, especially Damien's. Yes, God. Whoa, tomato. The Bone Orchard. The Tomato Orchard, whatever. It was terrible. This was such a struggle to get through. I was so confused. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. No, I was just confused the entire time. No, it was not a good time. The Secret Lives of Church Ladies. This was so good. I thought it was a nonfiction, and it's not. And those stories, a lot of them were relatable because it's a collection of short stories. And that's why I thought it was nonfiction, because I was like, oh, this is real. I have these feelings from certain stories. I've known people in certain situations like this. So that is a good one you should read. Devon and Chris plan a wedding. Now, putting this in We Were Rooting for You is not because I did enjoy this. There were just elements of it that didn't work perfectly. Especially, this is like based around a reality show, and I never truly understood that, but I still did really like it. But you know, it gets hard to put things into just one category, so I'm not saying that one's bad. Cups of You, this one also I really enjoyed, but I needed a little more. I didn't feel as connected to the characters in this romance, but it is a small town romance. He owns a coffee shop and she comes back home from living in the big city. I'm like, oh. Oh, so cute. But I just wanted a little more, right? Another cup, if you will. Okay, I put this one here simply for the fact that I love the writing and the vibes, the atmosphere, but like the story. What story? Where? Worst best man, right up here. Ooh, Mia and Max. Mia and Max. I still have not read the next one, but I love this. There are moments I was like, oh my God, he's, you know, there was some good monologuing in that book. Fevered Star. This was a very anticipated sequel. And as you can see, I was rooting for it. But it was per usual, Narampa brought me down. Way too much Narampa, not enough Shiala and Serapio. And I'm so nervous. I want to know if it's a trilogy or if it's going to be a quartet. Like, I need to know, Rebecca. Wow. Are there any questions about that one? The Zodiac Academy, really? Just nar is what I have for that. Equivalent Exchange, another one I enjoyed, but I don't know, it was just a novella I was listening to late at night. It was good. The Heart Principle could come here too, just because like I knew going into this one that it was heavier on the grief, but it just can't be on the same level as the Bride Test because I love that one more. Boyfriend Material, oh, sorry. I loved it. I'm obsessed. I cannot wait for Husband Material. I love these two. I will not be taking questions. Thank you. Book of Tomato. This actually, I think I need one lower than Tomato because I wouldn't even want to waste tomatoes on this book because there ain't nothing in the book. It's book of nothing. Boring, stale, dry. Boo. Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I really did enjoy this. I lost my slipper, but Delilah was working my nerves sometimes, and the friend Ivy or something, or she had some really short name that they Iris, and they shortened it to Riss. Hated it, and she kind of was getting on my nerves. Actually, she really got on my nerves, and I felt like the romance was kind of a backseat to like all of their personal issues, but I still really enjoyed it. I do want to read the next one. Catfishing on Catnet, and I will put Chaos on Catnet, both up here. So surprising. I have said this multiple times. I had only heard of this from Angela, and I was like, what? These sound, interesting, I guess, but so good. Really love them. I would definitely read more if the author decided to write more in this series. They were so fun, and they're like a perfect young adult sci-fi kind of mystery thriller duology. I'm very happy. Pleasant memories up here. There's an AI. I mean, I love when there's AI in a story, so we love to see that. Dead Silence, so good. This was one of my anticipated releases this year that actually hit the spot. It's I don't know if you consider it a sci-fi horror, sci-fi thriller, but it's like Titanic. No, it's like, I was about to say Ghost Ship in space. And it was, I will say it won't be on like all-time favorites because of just like the answer to what was going on, but like the atmosphere and the spookiness, the creepiness, it was there. Meet Cute Club, we were rooting for you, cute, but I wanted more. Dating Dr. Dill, same. This one started out good. The aunties really won in this one. The couple, Sweater Vest, really? Whatever. Arsenic and Adobo. Now, I'm gonna put this one up here. Now, like I said, these ratings don't necessarily match what's on Goodreads. I'm putting this one up here because this has also surprisingly low ratings on Goodreads. I really enjoyed this for a cozy mystery. It's not like the most, like, oh my God, mind-blowing mystery I've ever read, but for a cozy mystery, this was really good. And this was super fun, and it made me hungry, and I loved, again, the aunties, grandma. So I put that up there because I don't understand why the rating is so low. Like, I don't get it. The Charm Offensive, We Were Rooting for You, very cute, but this one also had a reality show aspect that I feel like just dragged on. And I was like, all right, we get it. Wrap up the show. This didn't work for me. The ideas, great. Execution, The Hunting Wives was good. I put it here just because, I don't know, it was a fun white woman drama mystery. You know, man, I'm so mad to put this here. This started off promising, and it just felt, this was published by Orbit, which I, to my knowledge, thought that Orbit published all adults, but this just felt really young and just not as just like well thought. What am I trying to say? Not as dense, but it just didn't feel very complicated. It felt very surface level. I really didn't get attached to any of the characters. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping that it was just, it's the foundation, it's the first in what I think is going to be a trilogy. The way it ended is making me really intrigued for what the next book is going to be, but I just was really wanting to love this because I wanted another like desert Arab inspired fantasy, and I just didn't love it. Ugh. I'm also gonna put this one up here, not because it, I gave it like a 3.5 star, but again, these are rated so low and I don't understand it. If you want a cozy mystery with food, these are perfect. These are perfect. Legends and Lattes, we love to see it. Now, I wanted this to become like an all-time favorite, be obsessed with it. I think that I had my expectations wrong because I was expecting more heavy romance and that really wasn't as present, but it is really just a nice slice of life, high fantasy, but low stakes book. So do not go into this thinking you're gonna have this epic plot and blah, blah, blah. Very low stakes about, I was about to say an ogre, an orc who like retired from fighting. Is she an orc? And moves to this town to open up a coffee shop, but no one knows what coffee is. It's so fun. It's very cute. Baked goods, silly townspeople. The Killing Moon. I can't believe I have to put 2 Jamisons down here. Please excuse me during this time of grief. I don't want to talk about it. Strictly Professional. Another one that I enjoy them when I read them. Just some of them don't last as long in my memory. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this one here, not because I didn't really enjoy this one. I just thought it was going in a different place or was gonna have a different plot, but I still think this is a really good book, really interesting premise, and that a lot of people are really gonna connect to it. The Ninth Reign, I really enjoyed this. I was kind of nervous because I've heard Elle shouting about it into the void for so long, and I never really read the synopsis. I really didn't even know what it was about, but I read it last month and I really loved it, and I have the next one. I'm trying to get to it this month. I'm trying to get to it soon, but that was really good. Okay, before we do the Crown Jewel, which you already know where that one's gonna be, the book I forgot to put on here is The Inheritance Games, which I finished yesterday, and that is in tomato. The what? No, I could have put it in It's Not Looking Good, bruv, because it started out so positive. If it has stayed with the middle vibe, it would have been there. But that ending? Boo. What? Are you serious? Ghetto. I will not be elaborating. Anyway, let's not waste any more time on that. Let's talk about R.F. Kuang. Because Rebecca F. Kuang wrote the shit out. She put her, I'm not even gonna say it. Babel was everything I dreamed of and more. It's perfection. I have a non-spoiler review that I will link if you would like to see that, but yes, Babel. So if we are looking at this list, out of all these fiction books that have come out this year, so I said come out this year, that I've read this year. Only one came out this year, and in my top 2 categories for anticipated releases, I have, well, I guess that's only 2. Have I read other? Well, let's not do that. Anyway, you know, it's not been the best year for me. It has been better than I was thinking, because I think a lot of this I read towards the beginning, but some of these also I put higher because they just overall deserve more love on Goodreads, not because they were like my all-time favorite. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I just, out of all of these books, I would love to have more in that top category than I do. I only have 6. You know, it is what it is. Maybe I need to read less, but so I can read higher quality. Anyway, if you've read any of these, tell me your thoughts, or let me know how your reading year has gone. Has it been like mine? Has it been extraordinary? Have you not been reading? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to come to, we're gonna have to have a meeting of the minds, me, and talk about our reading. What's going on? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. So this video, thumbs up, subscribe if you would like to. Check out my description. There's ways to support my channel, including if you want to join my Patreon this month. Well, I don't know when this is going up. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, and sunscreened, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.